new drop cat guy just dropped.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
How did he do it? How did Cosmo do this? And is this the biggest Kong precizzle that you have ever seen that has ever existed? That's what this guy is saying in the description. Yeah, you might have a whole lot of questions, but really the only answers that I can give you is what the heck's going on in the parkour community, because that's the movement. That's what I do on this show. Welcome back to this week's The Movement. I am your host, Josh Dowie, and if you already know me, then you're probably already about the culture, and then in that case, then what's up, guys? We're gonna collect like 3 enders this session or what? You know? Ender Collector Spinning Turtle has put on a masterclass collecting deliciousness over the course of 3 sessions. It's a parkour that you do in your head, and then you show up to the session, then you do something like maybe 50% is cool. Yeah, well, Wes is going, Wesley, that's his name, is going the 100%. The reverse to Macaco 7, that's a dream combination of mine. And then what, this bendy baffler, what the heck is that? And it's got the nicety freaking flat zero. It's a flat zero, guys. It's not cork zero. It's not a cork axis that people actually do. It's a flat spit. It's a flat zero. And at this point, you're like, oh, does he do it all in one spot? Yeah, he mined that spot like he's Jack Black in the Roblox movie. Ever since he was a child, he yearned for the mines. That's what he said in the Roblox movie, right? And that is not a double gainer spot. It's an all-timer solo video, so make sure to check it out. Big up, Wes, and hope to see more out of you. Do you go by Wes? Is it Wes for short, Wesley? Turtle, right? All right. If you just caught a whiff of something, that might be Rotten Parkour by Soup on the Soup channel, released on the YouTubes just to hold the dropaholics over. And yeah, if you're looking for it, he's got the downs in like a Isaac Newton kind of way. The scariest thing in this video is how do you trust those Australian roos with your hooves? Like you take one wrong step, you become a human hole puncher. But maybe this guy's like 20 pounds. That would explain how he landed on this rail without it breaking. What the frickin' heck? Landed on it like some kind of bird, which makes sense because that guy is flying. It's on the Soup YouTube channel. Check it out. If you recently went to an In-N-Out and you were served a scoot dub swing dub instead of a double burger, you may have been a victim of James West, and in that case, you may be entitled to compensation. Compensation such as seeing a double twisting flip linked to another twisting double flip, what a tongue twister, with a single move in between. What the freaking heck, James? The hook kick to Arabian 1 and 3, and if you're like, that's a lot of tricking, I encourage you to take a bite of this delicious, compact sandwich of a line. He was at KOTC, remember, he did compete there. He was doing freaking wall trip in between rounds. While they were out for KOTC, your boys Ellis and Tanguy got blessed the frick up, crushing upwards of 12 eggs and then going outside and hitting the Kip Jonah as if they don't have 12 eggs in their tummy, just rolling around in there. And if you're like, are we goat watching right now? Well, yeah, here comes another one. Zooming on by, it's your boy Berkey speeding through the scene, and he is stepping up to a challenge that claimed his ankle about 3 years ago, almost a career-ending injury, so he saith. And he comes back and hits the Kong 180 over IMAX, pop dub into traffic, dude. That's a lot of pressure. That's mental game. And shout out your boy Dennis for holding up the traffic. Big up, Dennis. We love Dennis. None of this is parkour news to me. I've kind of seen all this. Then you must be some kind of parkour nerd. And in that case, you are the perfect candidate for Adam Door's Parkour GeoGuessr, where you can really put those skills to the test. Because 90% of the world, they look at a blue wall and they go, that could be anywhere. People like us were like, actually, that is the blue wall of IMAX. It's right really close to a theater. It's in London. I really know it. I know these walls. Moving on, Tom User has now been named the Inquisitor of Inclines after the release of Carrera. Dude, he's working those hills better than I have ever seen before. If it's a flat surface, he don't want nothing to do with it. He's banging off trees like some sort of nature man pachinko machine. It's Mother Nature's arcade game, and Tom User's playing the ball. Mustafa Hormati hit the delicious 3-piece off of freaking Gravestone. Whose gravestone? Maybe his if he messes up. He won't. It's Mustafa, right, guys? I don't really know anything that happens at a FIG event. Don't really care. But I do like when the athletes do well. It actually looks nice. Like, you can't tell me that Twin Parkour's dub flyaway with a little bit of a pop out there straight into freaking Castaway was not a beautiful combination. It was. Okay. Other than that, don't really know what happens at those events. David Bell could have won for all I care, but that's kind of where I stay. I'm not hating on nobody. Oh boy, it's sweaty in this Scruffy hat. Thanks, Scruffy, for this freaking beanie. Shout out Jobo. If you see my upper lip sweating, it's because I'm wearing a toque in the summer. That's the price of steez, guys. I just came back from Gizmo. World-class event with world-class weirdos doing the kind of that like we would have snuck off at the jam to go and do, you know, with the homies, but instead we're putting that stuff main center stage. Niall's big brain moment, his entire first run with one arm. What the heck? Sit down for a second. And congratulations, Shirai. That was really freaking awesome. What a show, man. Alert, alert. We have a new sladey coming in. It's Bess Mooring. If you've seen her clips online, she is gunning for that Webster Pre-Queen title and is slaying it. Agnes Cecily has been doing pretty much like a monthly compilation for the last 2 months, and she just came out with another one. And dude, the legs are looking springier than ever. She is looking sendy. But you know what takes the cake is her doing Joe Scandrett's rooftop to pole slide and making it look nice. Also, FemGaps just came out with their very first video. Congratulations, FemGaps, doing it team style with some nice team sequences on some iconic London spots. Hope to see more from y'all. That's it for ladies. Now here's one that I bet you may or may not remember, Goldfish Brains. The Under the Bridge video by Faye Amsterdam, making waves. What a fun little video, fun event. And it's good to know that Faye Amsterdam is not just a one-hit wonder. Looks like they got a lot more in the can. So looking forward to seeing more from you guys, and would like to make it out for one of yo jams. The German underdogs Bangerds took a deep breath, and they want everyone to know in their most recent video, Catching Breath, the boys are unleashed upon the streets. They got the modern looking lines with the side pre-pop gainer. Google side pre-pop gainer 2020 and it's gonna have 0 results. There's some good bales in there. Like, how did this occur on this Kong gainer? And it is giving flavor notes of Pasha's beachy steez. There's a clip for that. That's a crazy move. You guys remember that one? You guys remember that one? These guys got NBDs too. Like, they're the first people to ever wear jeans on that Barcelona beach where everyone does the crazy flips. And they're inventive too, all right? Like, they really know how to hide a broken hand with a pike stretch. Like, you ever seen someone with a broken hand do this? It's sick. Now drop a subversive, subliminal, subdominally. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to the bangers. All right, they're working steady. Latest ones on the commons. Yep, we got one. It is a New York City community video, the first of its kind in 10 years. It's called Remember That When You're Sober. Mike Arujo is one step closer to his dream of being in Blue Man Group after earning such a nice big blue bruise in this line. And he nails it right as Jizz says, flowing smoothly. Like, does it get more New York than that? Wenson Yang is scooping up the one-hitters straight out the subway. Allison Lind is navigating this messy construction site and somehow making a line in this mess. And then we got Steez Imports from Japan with Sei Asakura grooving on the roofs. And how does he Webster like that? What a beautiful style. I love you, Sei. And then there's a roof gap to a tarp. Anything could be under that tarp. There could be a broken roof. There could be rocks. Under there could be Obama's abdominals. It could be literally anything underneath that. But what is the big hitter? Ryan, flying Ryan. His ender, dude. You guys have seen the clip online. I don't think you guys understand how messed up it is to do a precision punch gainer across that gap. Like, it is unreal amounts of skill to do that. And somehow the only guy that got hurt was this dude's patella after Henry did a cork on a subway and got toasted. It was a nice idea, but dude, you just like attacked the guy. All rejoice, Keelin Ryan's got a new video out. It's him doing parkour on stuff. I figured out that it was him because the channel is his name backwards, right? The little detective work is gorgeous. The music makes for this like liminal space where anything in parkour is possible. You can feel the walls of your mind expanding, because that's kind of what parkour does for us, right? It kind of just expands our boundaries. Open your mind, guys. It's Keelin. Everyone knows him. We know Cork Boy. Yeah! We know Spin Boy. But do you know Dubbed Side Boy, the latest boy on the scene? And just look at the way he's able to link a move into the dub side. Look at the things he's able to do out of it. Double is the new single with this dude. Or actually, maybe I'm the new single. Yeah, that's sad. Quick hitters! Egg's got 2 new video diaries out with some really awesome guests. We got Mikesh and then some homies who came out for Spring Fling. Sam Ultima's also got a new one out. Don't know if you know, but I mentioned you last episode, my pal. But it's called Get Over It. And no, I'm not gonna get over that ender. Holy crap. But you guys are gonna have to boogie with him to get a peekaboo at that one. Speaking of boogie, dude. Boogie video. And yeah. That's the title of the video. It is an instant classic, and not just because of the graphics, all right? It's got 2025 movement, but shot in a 2009 style. Sans the 360 shots of the handstand, because they're just better than that, I guess. It's got the world's first vertical back handspring sequence. How does that work? And the bar work. Mwah. Dude, you guys saw that clip online? Bet you didn't know that it was part of an entire video. Go watch it. Control S! Save master alert. This guy has never lost progress on a single internet application. It's Gideon Drops, who has been steady with the clips. The level of control that you get from training that often is just ridiculous. Like, look at the bounce back he does from this Kong pre across a roof gap. That's not a linear bounce back, and he was chilling. How do you ping off of this window and not panic and double ankle thing? Nice job, Gideon Drops. And that's it for this week's episode of The Movement. Thank you so much to Origins Parkour for hosting this series. Thank you to Store for sponsoring your boy. Shout out to Gizmo for having me out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys at OMFG and Stride when I'm out on Drops. Let's train, let's hang, let's do that stuff. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. All right, peace out. Bye. That's it.